Alright, so I got a no cooling call I got to go to on my install that we recently did at that unicircuit place, circuit board place. It's the new TRANE. It's icing up. It doesn't have a low ambient kit on it, and my guess is because we've had some colder nights here the past 2 nights at Denver, the past like 7 days have been 58, 57 at night. My guess is that it's probably frosted up because it doesn't have that low ambient kit on it. So we told it we're just waiting to get it approved. So let me go over there, check out, and see what's going on, and we'll see what we got going on. Alright, rock and roll. Be over there in a few minutes. Later. There's that. There's that. Checking the duct work, making see all, because if it's not a low charge, it's got to be an airflow issue, but there's my that is a what the fuck? Weird. Alright, let me inspect up here a little bit and I'll get back with you. Alright, so there's my return. There's my supply. Return. That's my return. Those are returns, the smaller ones. Supplies are those. Supply is the bottom. What the fuck? It looks like that unit goes in to the other unit. I gotta get over here and see. This is crazy. Hold on. Cold temperature, cold refrigerant. I only had 110 starting. Now I'm up to 160. Coil's almost completely de-iced. Everything's going the right way. I'm gonna check my ammeter on this thing. See what we're getting. Okay, 1.3 amps on high speed. Three-phase motor, so I just like to check them all. 1.3. So let me get this blower spin a little bit faster, and then I'll fire it up, and that should help that coil out. Which is weird because I had this thing running for over 2 hours when I started it up. I usually let them run for at least an hour and a half just to see if there's any problems with them, try to exercise it. So that's just strange. And all my bolts are tight, so that's alright. We'll get it fixed. Check our ammeter on now. Make sure we're good, no squealing or anything. Ooh! Came on nice. Let's see what we got. Yeah, 1.4. I'm going to tighten it up one more time. Went up 0.1 amps. Granted, that's with the door open, but still, I still want to see some increase in amps, so I'm going to do this one more time. Alright. hate these air filters, but what are you gonna do? Alright. Now, let me block this off. Should all start climbing. Gotta give it some time to equalize. I gotta block this off a little better. Get my blower amps. That's crazy. I moved it all the way up to the top. Tensioned the belt as best I could, and I'm still getting the same amps. What the fuck? So normally when you tighten up a shiv, your amp draw will go up because it moves it faster. You move your belt to the top of the shiv, you close it, it increases the fan speed, but it's pretty weird. Pretty weird. Now I'm gonna let this thing run for a sec. See if it'll start freezing up again with the blower the way it is. Alright, I'll get back to it in a sec. My fan amps don't change whether I open my doors, open my supply. You know, usually if you open a door or something and this jumps up, it'll tell you, you know, you're restricted. Because if you're trying to push air down and you open up your supply over there on the side in the panel, hold on. If you open up this panel, all your air should be, you know, fucking pushing out of here, and your amp should go up because it's moving more air because there's a restriction down there. Got nothing. I mean, everything's totally open. Everything's looking good. It was frozen up when I got here. The only thing I can think of is because it's for a sealed room, it's for this like drilling components with these big machines that print circuit boards. The only thing I think is that they kept that door open, and you know, the heat load, it was just too much for it. It's the only thing I can think of. Because right now, I mean, I'm running good. I got a 37 evap, 97. This is the only thing I don't like. I mean, it's 88 degrees outside, and I'm only 10 above my condensing temperature, you know? My split's 24 degrees. I got 51 and 74 and a half. So, just strange. But I also have a 7 code over here. I don't know what that means. So I need to find out. So 7 flashes. Let me find the man. There we go. Here's my manual. Alright, let me see what 7 is. To find anything wrong. 77 degrees out here, 95. I mean, it's got a variable speed motor, so I don't know. I've checked everything that I could. Checked all the duct work. Checked all my supplies, return. See if anything blocked in here. Nothing. I mean, this thing's running freaking like a freaking champ. So, see if we're icing up. We're not gonna be icing up because those are telling me that we're at a 37 evap. So, and I'm getting about 51 degrees. 37, 47, 4, 15 degrees on the coil, 25 on the air. About right. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit. I thought I caught this contactor doing some funky shit, but I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of. This blower is coming on 3 seconds after, but it gets controlled from the board. It's got a 7 code on this light. But nowhere in anywhere does it tell me what 7 means. It goes to 6. It's just fucking weird. So, I'm gonna try to figure out what that 7 code is. If not, then, I mean, it's up and cooling. It's good to go. All components are on. Pressures look okay. So, superheat subcool is pretty good. 20 superheat, 20 subcool. 59 suck back. Just seems like my TT should be higher. My liquid line. Well, I'm just gonna let this thing run for a little bit. I'm gonna go downstairs, eat some lunch, but that's pretty much it for this one. So I checked everything out. Really can't find anything wrong. So weird, brand new install. I think it was all iced up. Moved up the blower shift a little bit, moved some more air. Got a 0.2 increase on it, which normally you would think there's a restriction in the duct where it can't push, but I checked everything, so that's not really a concern. But it is what it is. Like, subscribe, and we'll rock and roll and see you in the next one. Later. I want to redo it a little bit. I spent about 3 hours chasing this thing down, trying to figure out why I'm not getting airflow, if there's any restrictions in the ducts, etc., etc. And I finally found the problem. They shipped this motor. It's the oversized motor, but they shipped it with the standard size shift. So I went and got 2 sizes up. I'm going to swap that out, and hopefully that'll increase our amperage. So we only had 1.5 out of 3.5. So the coil was all iced up when I got here. It was iced up from about right here, you know, back to the compressor. So I did everything I could. I adjusted the shift all the way to the top. I mean, I can't even go. It's all the way adjusted. So I'm gonna take off this shiv. I'm gonna take out the motor, and then put the new shiv on there. Make sure it's nice and tight. Tension it back, and we're gonna check amp draw. And hopefully that'll do it. Hopefully this is it. So it spent me 3.5 hours, but my evaporator temperature after an hour and a half, it just kept slowly creeping down towards freezing. And that was after about 3 hours I noticed that. So I'm gonna get this swapped out real quick, and then we'll tune back in here in just a second. So rock on. Sorry about that video that I posted. It's kind of shitty. So we'll see what we can do after we get some good airflow. We'll get the good amperage coming down through this motor. All right, rock and roll. One, getting rained on. Crazy. So I gotta get a head pressure controller on this thing too. I thought it was an ECM fan motor, but it's not. It's wired, 3 wires. I guess the new band's on TRANE. It looks like that's the band that holds the motor. It looks like it has aluminum fins for like heat rejection on it. So there's my old one. There's my new one. A lot bigger. So get this bad boy put in, and then we'll adjust her and see what we can do. So let's do that bad boy right there. And that's pretty good right there. Let me put this in here. Tighten this bad boy down. I like it. Oh, little bugger. I'm gonna need my other Allen key. Hold on. Usually this thing will reach all the way, but it didn't do it that time. Let's see if this is the right size. I don't think it is. Nope, a little bit smaller. Damn you. Damn it all. Hold down. Okay. Let's see what we got. It's going to be the same size as this one, so. That seems like it's too small. Seems like it. Go. That's the right one. Turn it this way so I can get some leverage on it. Okay. I'll get this one tightened. It's almost almost there. Get one more crank on her. Okay. Well, that's it. I wanted it all the way up towards the top first, just to check and see. Now let me get my bolts back in. Line up my motor. Carry on, carry on. It's just crazy to like the little things, you know. Try to speed this bad boy up. And actually, I may just loosen it just a hair since it's up towards the top. I may just try to loosen it so this way I give myself some play either way. Let me actually do that. Just gonna loosen it just a couple turns, just so that I have something to work with. I like this little Allen key set. It's pretty nice. It seems like it'd be kind of flimsy, but it's actually pretty strong for what it is. Let me grab my belt. Man, I need a haircut. So, let's see. We'll go one turn loose. One turn loose here. Go right there. Let's see how that is. Just have to see how it sits in there. More towards the top, more airflow. So we'll put it so that we have just a little bit of play. Do it right there. Tighten that up. Those damn hat. And now the sun's out. It was just raining. Oh, man. Goodness gracious. All the time. This place beats the shit out of me. I ran into this thing last time. Right up there. Unbelievable. Then, I put the shit right here, and I don't know. Look how loose this is. See how slidey it is because it's wet? I don't know. I bumped the unit when I was on the phone, and the thing fell down and smacked me right in the freaking head. Knocked some sense into me. I say kill, yeah, haircut. So, alright, now it's sunny. No damn rain. This place is crazy. Alright, let's get to it. Once we have that where we want it, make sure that you align it like this. Right there, it's on that flat part. So make sure it's good. Carry on, carry on. Da-da. Crank on there. Alright. Now let me get all these tight. Carry on. Carry on. So nice. They are so nice, these wrenches. I love these wrenches. Yeah, they're pretty good, these speed wrenches, I have to say. If you can just get it click in there. That's all you need, one click. And they're angled so that they fit over these freaking motor brackets. Really nice. Making sure it's nice and... Ooh. There goes my wrench. Done that before. That means too tight. Get one more crank on all of them, just for good luck. Okay. I'll tighten this bad boy up. Bada bing, bada boom. Push that like that. Take your two wrenches. See if I can. It's really hard to film that one. Hold on. I could try. can always try. So you just want to turn this, and that gets your tension. Tighten up my wrench a little bit, may help. Get your tension on there, and you come over here and tighten your bolt. Which is probably a better way to do this, but this is the way I know how to do it. So I'm going to do it like this. This is an old wrench from my grandpa. Got a pretty cool crescent wrench, or an old box wrench. It's actually a pipe wrench. It's from the 1960s. It's pretty cool. Let me not cut my finger on that. Alright. Moment of truth here. 2 seconds. We're going to kick this baby on. See what kind of amps we can get. Carry on. Alright, so we're about as tight as we can get there. Decent. Alright, fingers crossed. Let me get out my amp clamp. Throw that over here. That's for my blower. Let's kick around. Big like weights. Woo! Thank you very much. And actually, I'm gonna turn that shiv in one more. I want that thing to move some frickin' air. So we'll go one more. Shut that down. I gotta do it one more. So let me just do that real quick. For that one, we're gonna get a head pressure controller for this thing, since I didn't send it with a low ambient kit. But, so, that was a crazy one. So I kept adjusting the shiv that came with the motor, and nothing, all the way to the top. Got 0.2 amps out of it. Found out, upon closer inspection, that they gave me the oversized evaporator motor, but they put the standard size shiv on it, which to me is crazy, but it is what it is. At least I figured it out. That's good, even though it took a little bit of time. At least I'm not going to have another callback on, and that's the main thing that we want to avoid, is having another callback. So I'll get my paperwork filled out and whatnot, and get off this roof and go home and eat some dinner. But that's it for that one. So had the small shiv on it. Let's put the bigger one on there. Boom. Pressures are good. I didn't get a video of that, but I threw them on there, checked them, everything looked really good. It was running pretty well. So evaporator was holding about 38, but only time will tell. So we're removing more airflow in there, so we should be pretty good. I'll give them a call tomorrow just to make sure everything works out, because tomorrow's gonna be a fresh day. So like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Later. Rock on.